Titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock.
He's a great podcaster.
DrHUGEshow.
Acknowledge me. We coming for you, nigga. Fat!
Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
Wow, it just cut my music right off. No seamless transition or anything. Thank you, Restream. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. It's a Dr. Huge show. Hopefully there's no technical difficulties. You never know. It's probably going to happen soon, at some point today. Shout out to the Sleaze. He's back with us.
Yeah, there's already technical difficulties because this mic I bought doesn't work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Your helicopter headset?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I got so many notes. And I'm going to have to go backwards through them because I've been taking them down like all week long. Little here, little there. But I want to go from last night and then we'll go to Monday. Something like that. You know how we do. We do whatever we want. And you guys have to do what we say and get online and spread the word of the Dr. Huge show to everybody. Hit the likes, hit the subscribes, hit the shares, notifications, the this, the that, the other things. Go buy the album, go to the store, right? We have a store. You can pick up some merch there, maybe a fanny pack or something. Man, we're killing it out here. Today's going to be a good one. And you never know. Maybe somebody will randomly show up. I did book somebody for this week, Sleaze. Tuesday night. Be on the lookout for Grillo from Howard Stern Show. Is coming on to promote his book. And we're going to talk all things Howard Stern that night. Not a whole lot of wrestling. It's primarily going to be that. So if you were into that stuff back in the day, the greatest radio show of all time, in my opinion. Not anymore. Not anymore.
No, it's terrible now.
Terrible. I mean, they have like Hillary Clinton on and then they just like kiss ass. Could you imagine? I can't even imagine that.
I can't force myself to listen to it because I don't want to be disappointed.
Stinks. And hello to everybody in the chat. Shout out to William Robinson in the house. Jeffrey Cross, of course. Old school huge inverse megastar right here. Yeah. Everybody get in the chat. Come on. I see you on the X's and the YouTubes and the this and the that. But you know what? We got kicked off of TikTok this week.
Of course, for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Really nothing. They said misinformation.
How much misinformation do they put out? Come on.
We're primarily talking about scripted fights and entertainment. You know, every once in a while we may bring up some real world stuff, but are the people really here for that? And they're going to like believe me and you need to get rid of me off your platform for a week. And then they didn't even allow me to appeal. So I appealed it because I'm like, I didn't do misinformation. And they're like, oh, we'll settle this in 24 hours. Well, guess what? It's been a week. I still can't go live on there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a disgusting world we live in.
Is this Trump's America?
Yeah, right?
This is Trump's America? Okay. I know it's owned by China, but think about that. That doesn't even make any sense unless, you know, we brought up people that we're not supposed to bring up, I guess.
What was the exact thing that you said that was triggering?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate. I saw one the other day when Steph was on Howard Stern when she was talking about anal. Wow. Yeah, she was on there. Triple H was on there. Big Show, Stone Cold. Cena, I saw a clip. I totally forgot about this. I remember listening to this live. John Cena was on Howard Stern talking about how he was banging 300-pound women.
Oh. Well, that's fun.
Seriously.
Check that one out.
John Cena was smashing, or at least smashed 280 pounds to be exact. Wow, John Cena.
Yeah, it was Amy Schumer.
Mm-hmm. And he'd be so canceled for this today. His streams would be shut down over saying this because he was like, I was with the boys and it was like, they challenged me to do it. Like, you won't do it. You won't do it. Get it? You know, because so he's like, I will do it.
Did I tell you the exciting news I got on Twitter?
What's that?
John Cena is following the sleaze now.
Wow. About time. He's been following. I got to follow for Cena. I think Sasha Reigns does. Maybe
nice.
Everybody in the chat. So welcome to the club.
Well, he went to the dark side. So he's like, oh, I can finally do it.
He's like, he talked about me eating babies. So he already knows. So fuck it. What's this? William has something to say. I saw Cena say that. At least he had fun.
Yeah.
And the misinformation about wrestling, say it ain't so. And I'm sure it wasn't about the wrestling part. But like, how dare we go into any other area for a second with our own personal opinions, allegedly, stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't do that. They'll slap you on the wrist.
And I'm super careful. Don't I seem pretty careful? The clip vids I'm putting out that nobody's watching, by the way. I do have a second channel, Dr. Huge 2, TOO. Dr. Huge Show, TOO. Go check it out. There's other clips there from past podcasts with more visual things for everybody out there. Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's unfortunate, right? And we have to be this careful. And even though I'm this careful, they're hitting me with you're sexually themed, you're misinformation, you're suspended, we're banning you, everything under the sun that these platforms, and all of them have done it. How about that? That's crazy. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
What's funny is we keep saying that John Cena eats babies, and they say nothing about that because it's true.
John Cena recognized.
Right. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put in. I have a whole warning sticker now for before the shows. Warning everybody, you're about to watch a comedy show or podcast, about to listen to one. Do not try to cancel us or get rid of us because, it doesn't make any sense. Are you trying to get rid of, I don't know, name a bad guy wrestler, sleaze.
John Cena.
You want to get rid of John Cena? You don't want to do that, really. I mean, you may act like you do. So come on, everybody try to keep up. We're not disrespecting anybody except certain people every day. That's about it.
I was waiting for what you were going to say.
Yep. We do disrespect some people, not intentionally. You know, we're trying to be funny and goofy out here, but you know, apparently that's not allowed anymore. It's not allowed. No fun, everybody. Like I said, Trump, get your shit together, bro.
Yeah, stop censoring everybody.
Mm-hmm. This is your fault. I'm putting this on you. Yeah. So anyway, hold on. Let me go backwards in my notes, like I said. Oh, the Purge ends today, Sleaze.
What's that now?
It's 3/22, Skull and Bones.
Oh.
Today.
Right.
This is like a big holiday for the creepy secret societies, everybody. True story. Really true story. This is one, and I'm telling you, this is what woke me up to the world. I don't want to be misinformation or anything, but I remember the Kerry and Bush 2004 election, and they were both Skull and Bones.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
And it's all about today. Go look it up, kids. Go check it.
Skull and Bones, Freemasons, all that shit. Every single president.
Illuminati.
Yep.
John Cena eating babies.
John Cena
Recognize.
See? That's why they're shutting us down.
I know.
Shadow banned for life. Because we know what you're up to. The eating. We know about the reptilians. We know about the Sumerians. All right? We know.
Aliens, Bigfoot, all of it.
Let's talk about some other space aliens. Charlotte and Tiffy.
Oh, God.
You like that promo from the other night? Did you see that?
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. And everyone online is. You're talking about the one with Charlotte, right?
Charlotte, and the split screen that they had
Yeah.
last night. Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh my God, how could they feed her to Charlotte and all this? Like, listen, it's a learning experience. You know, they got a veteran going with a up-and-comer, and that's the trials, you know. But
So
yeah,
you
she got killed.
So you totally expect Charlotte to win, right?
No, actually, I still think Tiffy's going to win.
Wow, that would be a swerve.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think they got big plans for her. So,
And I think Charlotte has had the title, what now, 13 times?
yeah, it's some obnoxious number.
So she's going to need a few more to catch up to Dad because, you know, Dad's getting old. So,
Well, Dad just came out and said that John Cena has to go through him to get to 17.
yeah.
Right.
He's going to like slap John Cena's chest and it's going to turn to dust.
His hand's just going to fall off.
Yeah. Like a zombie, you know.
Yeah.
But this Ric Flair, I will tell you this. There is a rumor that he could show up. You know how they do in these WrestleMania main events these days?
Yeah.
There's like a million spots involved. People run out over it, like Austin Theory and Brock Lesnar, and then this guy and then that guy. And there's all kinds of spots going on. Give us a Ric Flair spot where he actually saves a pinfall, and it just makes all the sense in the world. Ric Flair used to fight with Dusty Rhodes, who was Cody Rhodes' father, baby daddy. And then Ric Flair is trying to stop John Cena from getting the titles here. Come on, do it.
And the reasoning is full dementia.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We mentioned this before.
Yep. That's at least how the sleaze would write it. I'm sorry.
Yes.
See, this is what would happen if we were in the writing room, which we might be, because I don't know. I'm going to do it as a goof. I'm going to send my resume to WWE. Stamford is what? About 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
So it's doable.
Yeah. We don't even have to relocate.
Mm-hmm. And then we can sit in your rooms. You can pay us what? I'll take $300,000 a year.
Right.
$350,000 a year each.
Yeah.
And we'll sit in a room and we'll do this on cam, and we'll come up with stuff, and then maybe we'll use some stuff, and maybe we won't, and then keep the marks like off balance. Man,
It'd be better than a lot of the stuff going on right now.
I know. Well, WWE is going to be like, well, can you stand up at your desk?
Can you put like 3 or 4 pounds on your skull?
I'm so annoyed whenever I see Pat McAfee, of course, like I've explained many times. But when I switching channels, say, and I see Pat McAfee just fucking standing there. Imagine it's like I'm doing the podcast like this the whole time. This is what he's doing.
No.
Do I need to stand the whole time to make everybody like us? Remember,
You'd give me high anxiety the whole time. I couldn't stand it.
You just look at my shirt, a hot rod. Yep, this is Pat McAfee, by the way. And then he kind of sounds like that.
God.
Then they always cut to the guys in couches or whatever. It stinks.
One of the greatest things is that he wasn't on Monday Night Raw, and Corey Graves came back. How refreshing was that?
Loved it. Yep.
Fantastic. God,
Noticed
I missed
it
him.
right away. And this Pat McAfee's calmed himself down. I think they got to him backstage, and they're like, listen, everybody's kind of sick of your shit.
Yeah.
You can do your yeeting and all that. When he comes out, of course, stand on the desk and Shinsuke's music and this guy's music. But everything else, kind of tone it down. And he has. Still cringe. Still a lot of cringe. But Corey Graves, as soon as I heard him on TV, I noticed it right away. I was like, oh, no Pat McAfee. Yes.
Yeah. I guess he had to do something for ESPN or some shit, but I was thankful.
Good.
And hopefully Corey Graves is coming back this Monday, because I was actually enjoying the commentary for once in a while.
So much better. So much better.
Yes. So
Yep.
I had an account
I'm listening to your conversation back there.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, what's going on there? Yeah. So what else is going on? Trying to get into some wrestling stuff, like because I got a lot of non-wrestling stuff too. Brock Lesnar might be back in the WWE. He was confronted recently at a steakhouse or something, and he said, "We'll see." You know how he's great with words. So
I've seen a bunch of pictures, but I didn't see that. He's been like taking random pictures with people. They've been posting online, but yeah, I didn't see the steakhouse thing.
nothing was weirder than good guy Brock Lesnar. Remember when he was smiling and hanging out with everybody? I was like, "What is this? This is weird."
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Where's
At
my-
all. I don't like him as a nice guy because he's not a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe not a nice guy. He just doesn't want to deal with people, which I guess you could just say is not a nice guy.
Yeah, he said it. He can't stand people. He's not a people person. It's like me. I hate it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not pencil flipping nothing. I don't need no gimmicks like that. I'm all gimmicked up here.
Yeah, no, bullshit.
I got enough gimmicks going on. You know what I'm saying, Coach? Shout out to Coach. Yep. He put me on to WWE Needs Writers, along with the sleaze, of course.
Oh, definitely. Come on. I mean, what is it for SmackDown too? Like, we could do so much for that show.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a break.
I was just listening to some Saturday Night Live stuff. Shout out to you, Paladin. And they're like, writing is so hard. And I've heard WWE writers say it and stuff like that. It's probably hard just from the anxiety of knowing you have deadlines. That's probably the hard part. Coming up with stuff is not that hard. And compelling stuff. And if you're given the time to sit there and talk it through and write it down, you know?
Yeah, but we've said it before. Wrestling is not that hard to write. I mean, if you're at SNL and you got like 50 writers and you're all competing for, TV time and shit, that's stressful. Writing wrestling, not tough.
Plus, doing comedy is like 1,000 times harder than doing anything else. So, yeah, as far as writing goes.
That's a lot more difficult than, if you were going to write a drama or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, dramas kind of play themselves out. How many funny things are actually occurring in people's lives these days? Enough where it can add up to a movie.
Yeah, not a lot.
And shout out. Oh, sorry. What are you saying?
No, somebody said that Road Dogg's doing a bad job, and he is. It's boring. There's been spots here and there on SmackDown, but nothing leading up to WrestleMania.
Yeah, and AJ Styles, I remember back in the day on Twitter, wrote like, "Listen, I know everybody's giving him problems and saying that Road Dogg sucks it as head creative, but there is a guy that's a step after him that puts all this stuff out." So he basically blaming Vince McMahon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's not even there anymore. Like,
well, this was from 2016.
Oh. That's
and I think it was because of mainly that maybe that was a little too early, but his feud with Shinsuke Nakamura, and they kept kicking each other between the legs, and everybody's like, "What the fuck, Road Dogg?"
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Shinsuke's. Did you read the news about him?
No, what's going on with him?
I guess his contract's coming up, and they're not interested, so he's going to be done soon.
Yeah, it feels like that. I was thinking about it again last night too when he came out, because the whole gimmick, it's cool when you first seen it, but he's not like a horror guy, and he's not set up to be scary, but he's got the mist, and everybody remembers him from like a year ago, when he was just a good guy, and the marks know he surfs and he's just chill, and now he's spitting poison blood or whatever out of his mouth and got black shit in his eyes like bad girl Ronda Rousey. It stinks.
He's got no ambition. I think he's like most of the talent on AEW's roster, where he's just there for a paycheck and to check out the beaches in California and go surfing. I don't think he's in it.
He put on such bangers back in the day, though. Like
he did.
None really in the WWE. I can't remember him doing a really good match other than his first one with Sami Zayn in NXT.
Yeah. I don't think he's built for America. I think he's got a much bigger following in Japan, And it seems like he gets more motivated there. I just don't think the motivation's there.
Yeah, I mean, if he was motivated, he'd probably know English by now, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, after several years of being in the States and all that, and you still have to do promos with subtitles,
Yeah, no.
time to go.
Yeah. You got to learn the language, you know?
Yep, so my pen's not working anymore.
Because you got to flip it. Yeah, you got to do that.
That's what I'll do. I'll throw it at the camera like that. $50 million cameras and scratch up the lens.
Yeah.
Sure, they'd love that. I'd be like, I got a gimmick. I'm just going to chuck my pen at people.
Yeah. Like David Letterman.
I do need a pen, though. It would help so I don't have to look at the... Because I'm like all dyslexic and shit, and I'll just look at all the notes backwards.
Yeah.
All right. Who cares? Who even cares? Like 5 people are going to be watching this, right? So who gives a shit? Yeah. 20 people right now. Get liking and subscribing. We got to stay on longer. The longer we stay on, we start getting into the hundreds, which is nice. Go check out the channel. We have 2 channels now. That's 4, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So how about this Braun and Fat 2? They've been beefing lately. They fought last night. The bloodline get involved. It's more of a progression of a storyline. You've been keeping up with this. It's like a mid-card deal.
I think we saw everything we needed to see. Between them, I don't need to see anything else. After that, 15 splash off the top rope match, I was done with it. I want to see more Solo and Jacob. That's what I want to see.
Yes, and they're building towards it.
Yeah, but I think Strowman, he needs to get out of the picture. Nothing against him. I like Strowman, but it's just we've seen it.
Strowman, I was thinking about this last night, too. I'm thinking all the time, guys. And last night, I was like, this Braun Strowman, you know what? He's like, sucks in the ring. Like, I really don't care when he's on. I start doing other stuff. That's how I gauge if I like you or not in the pro wrestling business. If I start doing other shit and you start losing me, it's not because I'm like, I can't deal with this. This is not my style of wrestling or whatever. And I'm just like, it becomes white noise.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman in the ring is like that. But then when he's outside the ring and he's beating people up around the arena and backstage, he's like the best wrestler ever.
Yeah.
And I can't look away.
Oh, he's another one, too. They need to start having him in squash matches. Come out, do one move, pin him, get out, and then beat people up backstage.
That's it. That's Braun Strowman for you. If you want the best version of Braun Strowman, if you got him backstage talking and shit, like, did you hear him last night? He's like, yeah, I'm going to take on Jacob Fat 2. And it's like, yeah, Fat 2. That just the whole way he said it sounded like he just read a line. It was like, come on, man. Just have him fuck shit up back there.
Yeah, yeah. Guys like that shouldn't talk. They need a mouthpiece. Mm-hmm. We've said it for years. Like, get more managers, get more valets, get people to talk for these people. If they had that for Shinsuke, I think he would have been a lot better.
WWE losing MVP was, I think, a big hit to them as far as that goes. Losing just one of those mic guys that could work with just about anybody. I mean, he's about to work with possibly MJF. Well, he is technically.
Yeah, and I actually caught that whole interaction with them, and that was probably one of his best promos. Mm-hmm. MVP he's fire on the mic.
Yep. So no less Braun Strowman on the mic, more MVP on the mic. Thank you, everybody.
Right.
Yep.
Or even some of these talents that are good on the mic and not so good in the ring, and they're not really doing anything, turn them into a manager. They did that back in the day all the time. Listen to us.
Yeah, seems like they've done that with Delgado, whatever he calls him, Elgato. Is that the Stream Deck? I think I have. That guy. He's basically a manager right now, and I think he had a match a few weeks ago. But other than that, he hasn't had a match in like years. It feels like.
Yeah,
he's another one I heard might be leaving, but seems like he's got one foot out the door. But maybe I'm wrong.
I think there's probably going to be more after Mania. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say it, like a Braun Strowman, he doesn't need to be around anymore. You don't
want Braun Strowman around anymore.
He's a 50-50. I'll watch him. I'm not excited. His vocal stuff is not good. And he needs to do what we said, squash matches or whatever. If you're not going to do that, then let him go.
Mm-hmm. What about this LA Knight? Do you like what they've been doing with him lately? Like he was up in the main spots for a second, and then he went right back to the mid.
With him, I think no matter what they do with him, he tries to do the best he can. Mm-hmm. So it's, even if he's in shit stuff, it's still worth watching. He's that kind of talent.
Yeah. And he does have the U.S. championship, so it's nothing to scoff at.
Right.
Him and Chelsea Green. And you liking this Jade and Naomi storyline?
Yes, because Naomi is doing some great work, and if I knew she was going to be this good as a heel, like, they should have done this with her years ago. Like, I'm loving it. She's really putting everything into it.
It felt like her as a good guy for many, many years just felt like she was a little kid in a way. Yeah. And also like she was just herself.
Right.
Like a real person that's backstage because she's friends with everybody. And you can tell everybody wants to put her over, like Bailey especially. She's always like, yes, she's like my best friend backstage. And it's kind of like, that's not how this works, ladies. You're not supposed to be showing people out there that you're that you have relationships like backstage.
No, and those are the ones that you want to turn heel the most because they got so much love. They got like little kids love him, just like Cena. And turning him heel is perfect because he's so beloved, and that's what makes a really good heel.
The Yeet stuff. How about that Yeet Meister? You see that top dollar bot she did this week?
Yeah. Everyone was up his ass. And then Jimmy goes out and does the same spot and does it perfect.
Yeet!
Uh-oh, no Yeet taking over.
No Yeet.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody said, they chose the wrong Uso. It's like, oh, God. They're giving him so much shit.
It feels like Jimmy's always hurt, though. And that's why they have him in the positions that they're in at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yep. That and the whole cop deal, I guess. He's getting pulled over and stuff when that gets out there.
He loves to drink and drive. He loves that.
Yeah.
No Yeet.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, children.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. Don't follow no Yeet.
Right.
Yeet.
Just keep eating, everybody. Oh, man. Hold on. I'm going to wake up in any minute, guys. Just going to start bringing you the funny any day. Stay tuned. I don't know. It's sad. Ever since the daylight savings time, I feel like weird right now. Like just doing
that's so weird on a personal note because everybody in my life said the same thing. I don't know why it affected everybody so much this year. I don't know if they crop dusted us with opiates or what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I just feel I don't know, sluggish. I guess at this time, but I didn't before. I don't know, I need more steroids. I guess I'm gonna pump the HGH, get that Labalco juice going.
Yeah, it was the 2 days after. I felt like I was in a coma.
Oh man! All right, what else do I have here? We're gonna break it. We're breaking all this stuff down. Like I said, I got a ton of notes. How about just Jade before we jump off that topic of Naomi being a much better as a heel than a babyface at the moment, and Jade Cargill really looks like Storm from the X-Men. Like, I will be super surprised if she's not in an X-Men movie as Storm. If they cast anybody else, that's kind of stupid. I know she might not act very well. That's probably where it won't get over. But, man, does she look like a megastar?
Oh, yeah, she's selling the whole Storm thing. And reality is, I hope she acts better than she wrestles. So.
She seems to do okay. Again, Hollywood stinks anyway, and they'll just take anybody as long as you look the part. I can just think of Gail Gadot.
Yeah,
she's not the greatest actress, but somehow makes it in all these movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there was a report that Jade said one of the reasons why she wanted to come to WWE was to get TV roles and acting roles. But boy, she's selling it. I don't like the mullet that she had this week, but yeah, she's selling that shit.
The mullet. It was totally a dirty Dom mullet. I was like, ugh. That's what when I first saw her, I was like, oh, what are they doing? And then they showed the rest of her body. I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so what else is happening? How about that mock spot? You had to have seen that.
Oh, God, yeah. Unfortunately, it was on every other freaking feed that I had on Twitter. How stupid are you? How stupid are you, like, on free TV to do something like that in front of, like, 1,500 people? I could go on for days at how dumb that was.
I heard that Dean Ambrose here, this Dean Ambrose taking on Cope, of course. I'm going to just use all the wrong names for him because Cope's not his real name, and I shouldn't be saying it, but I am. I'm going to say it. But these guys, Dean Ambrose drove 11 hours for this.
Yeah, that was the best part too. And the whole match was like two 60-year-olds going at it. It was like slow motion. It was horrible. I can understand that from Cope because he's 51.
Mm-hmm.
But Jesus, Dean Ambrose is not a good wrestler. He never has been. And they're putting him with a fucking guy that's in his 50s, which makes him look worse. And then they finish it with a bat stuck in his back. What the fuck are we doing?
Do you think it was supposed to get stuck in the back?
Of course. I was going to say the R word, but I can't. He's not intelligent. So yeah, that was his idea.
It's such good shit.
Oh, really, Dean?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, of course he's going to say that. He's the one doing it, but yeah, the mock spot. Somebody wrote online, I saw, says, he makes New Jack look like Dean Malenko.
It's such good shit.
Jesus. It's true. It's fucking true.
You're the most technical wrestler in the world there, New Jack, you know?
Yeah. But if you're saying like you're one of the top guys in the industry and all, you're not doing that kind of shit. Like that is like amateur indie fucking bingo hall bullshit.
Freddy vs. Jason part 15 here. They're going on for life.
God.
Whoa, watch out. Watch out. You're in the boiler room now. You're getting spikes in your back. You know what? He should have just taken the claw out and just went, and sliced his back.
Yeah. Fucking Meltzer will give this a 5-star.
Mm-hmm. I was surprised Cope didn't pull him into the dream world and do whatever he wanted, right? All the people in the stands are just standing there staring, not clapping or cheering anymore. Dean Ambrose is looking around like, what the fuck is going on? And then Edge just like comes out of the ring. Edge
is proving why I've always said he's not a draw. He's not a top guy. And he's just proving it over and over again every time he comes on AEW television.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Edge. I've just never been a huge fan either. I'm with the sleaze on this. I'm more of a peep. I think his promos, his things that he does backstage, like when he got in that kid's face last week and all.
Right.
It's all good. Like, Cope ain't doing that at that level. Maybe he's a little bit better in the ring. Christian's always been a little stiff. I don't know. It's like the long legs or something.
Yeah, but I've liked his wrestling better. Like, Cope has never been a technical wrestler. I don't even know what category to put him in. He's just a spot fest, with the spears and whatever the fuck else he does.
And I think what really was a nail in the coffin for me not being an edgehead was when him and Randy Orton were going to put on the greatest wrestling match ever. Remember it was supposed to be the greatest. And I'm like, even before it happened, I'm like, I don't even like Edge. And I couldn't care less for Randy Orton in the ring. And man, was that the most boring 35 minutes. It was like, it took forever. They were doing everything backstage and it was the shits.
It's the shits.
Terrible.
Yeah, but even with Randy Orton, I mean, he's not an overly good wrestler and all that stuff, but it's the character he brings. It's what he does in the ring to get people hyped up and all that shit. Everything that Edge ever did and does do with his bugged out eyes and his grabbing his head like he's crazy. It's been so cringy for 20 whatever years he's been vomiting this shit out.
Yeah, the Edge's best work, in my opinion, is Vikings. It's not even wrestling.
Yeah.
Way better in Vikings.
Yeah, he's a better actor. Stop wrestling. You're 50-something years old. Cornette calls it...
what to do, sleaze.
Yeah, well, that's me. Cornette calls it a mud show. And that's what it is. It's something you see in a parking lot of a fucking Walmart, you know, where they set up a ring and there's like 10 folding chairs. It's crap.
Man, I still see these WWE fans and the AEW fans like going at it on Twitter. It blows my mind that they're still fighting. I get it. Most of them are probably like teenagers. But then again, then you click on some of it and you're like, this person looks like they're like 30, 40, 50 years old. What the hell is this? Yeah. And then who knows? Because everybody's got a fake wrestler name that they go by, you know? So.
Ugh. It's gross.
Yeah. William Robinson has a question. Randy Orton is not a good wrestler in ring. When you think about like 5-star matches, are you really thinking Randy Orton?
No. Not saying he's a bad wrestler. He's just not. He's more of a presentation, a character. He's got his good moves, the RKO, and he can get the crowd going, and he's got all that going for him. But yeah, no 5-star matches. He's a good wrestler, but he's not. I wouldn't. Him and Edge together doesn't make me think greatest wrestling match of all time. No, you know, with all the headlocks and everything, and the slow pacing. Now you got two guys doing it. Yeah. No. It's like Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. Right. You're not watching that for wrestling. I mean, Cena to an extent you could say is like that as well. Yeah, absolutely. He's got his moves. Yeah. That's it. They're all in the same category, you know. So Kevin Orton came out and confronted Orton last night. And he's whining and complaining and saying he's sorry, but, you know, kind of had it coming. You know, he gave an apology like how women give apologies. That's how I see it. He's like, you know, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry that you made me push you down the stairs or whatever. But so Kevin Owens comes out, does his whole spiel. Randy Orton ain't buying it. And again, people seem to like it, but it's just, does it make me care? Not really. No. Them being a tag team, I'm down for that. It's something different. It's something different from Kevin. Yeah, I know they did it, but like, do we want to see another hardcore match from Kevin Owens? I mean, in all honesty, he's pretty good at him, actually. That last one, Cody, was good. Yeah, but I mean, that's going to get stale if we're doing that at every single pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. So he's another one. Change his gimmick a little bit. Got to stop whining. The one takeaway I got from it was RKO said, you know, Randy K. Orton. And he was when he got dropped on his head by Karen Owens, that he started hearing voices again. So I guess he wasn't hearing voices like the song said for, I don't know, maybe like 15 years, 10 years. We don't know. He hasn't let us know yet. But as soon as he was dropped right on his head, he was like, "Oh, the voices came back, and now they're counseling me." It's like, okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. So is that like you know, when you see in the movies someone gets amnesia because they hit their head and then they hit it again and they get their memories back? Is that what we're doing? Maybe that's what did it. Yeah. Yeah. But good, because I like this Randy Orton. So yeah, should have hit his head a long time ago. Kevin Owens is going around helping everybody by dropping them on their heads. Right. Yep. I mean, Cody Rhodes, he's champion. Still champ. It's still champ. I mean, the only one that I think didn't do too well for him is Sami Zayn. Yeah. Yeah. Sami Zayn's going to come back and be a bad guy, I would think. Yeah, I hope. And steal all the Slammy awards because that's coming back.
and then he can become Slammy Zayn.
Yep.
Like that game. That's my first thing I'm going to do when I get to WWE is I'm going to go Slammy Zayn. And I'm going to pound the table and just repeat it over and over.
People are going to start talking. You just keep slamming your hand.
Mm-hmm. People, I'll be at the water cooler, and the interns and things will walk up, and I'll just go, Slammy Zayn, you're on board, right?
Right.
Get everybody on my team, and then next thing you know, Sami Zayn comes back crying because he's like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Such a bad idea. And I'm going to go, nope. Just like Vince McMahon. I'm going to say, you're going to wear the turban.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a metaphor for saying you're going to do what I want you to do in wrestling.
Do they do the Slammies still? I know they don't do anything on TV, but did they give the awards out?
Oh, they're bringing it back this year.
Oh, fuck yes. Then definitely. Yeah.
Makes all the sense in the world. That's all I'm saying. It may sound goofy, but, a lot of that Vince McMahon stuff was goofy, too. There are some people that miss his booking, believe it or not, out there.
Oh, they've been saying it, especially with the women. They're saying that he booked the women better.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's nuts, considering,
Because he did it for himself mainly, where I believe, not just Triple H, but like the whole company, they're doing everything for money now. And who do people want to see wrestle more, men or women?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, think about the money. If you're thinking about the money, that it will tell you a lot of things.
Yeah. I mean, the fact of the matter is they generate more money. The merchandise, those are the people that are getting, people into the arena. That's the majority of the audience that's watching is guys. So.
And there's been so much like demonization of Vince McMahon lately, for what, all the reasons that we know. But the thing is, everybody just believes everything, but then do they believe all the good stuff too? Like the Sonya Deville thing, or putting her up in a house after she didn't feel safe or whatever and paid rent for however long and all this stuff.
Oh, there's so many people he helped out too, getting him into rehab and paying bills over the years. I mean, there's another side. I love his new haircut, by the way. It's fantastic.
Yeah, got another villain look. It's hard for him not to pull off a villain look. The mustache, though, was over the top.
Yeah, that was like 1930s cartoon shit.
Yeah, thank God he got rid of that. That sucked.
Yeah, I like this one. It's a little. Yeah. I'm serious, but I'm evil.
Yeah, the jet black hair was just insane.
No,
you cannot listen. That's why I'm never gonna dye my hair, and if I did, I would do it to a certain age, or I would at least let gray be in there because nobody's buying it. You're not gonna have these guys. Anthony Cumia comes to mind because I saw him yesterday, and he's got the soy sauce head. And this is not a good look, boy.
No, it's like when Kevin Nash and The Undertaker used to do it and shit. It was so. That was the first thing you saw. Oh, all right, yeah.
Even worse, that cane weave, the mask weave.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the worst.
No.
And then when it would pop off in the middle of matches, so bad.
If you're 103 years old, you've got to stop dyeing your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop it.
We used to talk about this back in the day, too. The Undertaker, what I wanted them to do is if he was going to retire, which he did, you bring him back, but you bring him back for certain spots where wrestlers say go to other companies or their matches, like a final match or whatever, gets built up into something. He can come out in a hearse, total gray hair, and just take him away in a hearse, all gimmicked up.
Right.
Be great.
It still seems like he's dyeing his hair. Just not as drastic as the jet black.
Yeah. We can get away with it a little more, too, because of the bandanas and the hat heads and things.
Right.
Yeah. But William doesn't want to see KO in a match again, period.
Wow. It's drastic.
He's not bad. That match with Cody Rhodes was off the meat rack. That was a great match. He got the shit kicked out of him. All the ladder spots.
No.
That couldn't have been fun.
Oh, even the stuff with Sami Zayn. I mean, that was great, too.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 banger matches, one after another.
Yep. And no crude oil hair in that match, just blonde dye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just blonde. Just
golden.
to the roots.
He uses spray paint.
Yeah.
Just spray paints his hair.
Lacquers it on.
Oh, Cody. Did you see the Cody meme going around of him like being all Black Pride and stuff?
No.
Wearing the hat, and it was the song was made was his song with a guy screaming over it about him being like solving racism and everything.
the whitest guy you could find. Yeah.
Well, he's got a black family. See? So
well,
he's gonna fix everything, folks. I can't wait until he's president one day and he comes out in that whole gown that he has on, whatever that thing is, that huge jacket.
Yeah. With the eagle stuff, the shoulder pads.
I mean, could you be more presidential looking than that? I don't think so.
He should address the nation like that every single time. Go to dispute stuff overseas, just all decked out. Fucking helmet too.
Yes. Yeah, so CM Punk, man, you're another one I'm thinking with this hair. Now that we're on hair, and I don't have any, so I love hating on people that have hair. Love it. So anti-hair. So CM Punk, he's bald. A lot of people don't know this because every week that goes by, his hair gets higher and higher. Sooner or later, he's going to look like the white version of like Kid and Play.
Yeah, what the fuck is it? Who's doing that shit to him? Is it him or the stylist?
They're doing it to cover up the bald spot. That's what they're doing. And I noticed it right away. I'm like, that's what they're doing with this because it was so high. I'm like, he looks like Sinestro from Green Lantern. And then this past week, I'm like, it's growing. It's getting bigger.
It's getting bigger.
The best part about it is they're having that scuffle between him and Reigns and Rollins last night. And then Rollins, I'm telling you, he still doesn't like this CM Punk in real life, I believe. He just basically starts giving him like a noogie. like to get to the bald spot. And then his hair was all over the place. And then his hair was like sticking up like this.
Yeah, he's like, fuck your hair.
Yeah, and then they cut to him, and that's the first thing he's doing is going like this. He's like stroking the hair back to cover the bald.
As much as I like CM Punk and all that stuff too, God, I don't want to see this three-way. I'm just disclaimer. I'm not a big person on three-ways at especially WrestleMania. I'd rather see Seth and Roman. They go through their old history. They have a banger match. I want something else for CM Punk.
I'm with you. Yep. I think this just smells of this is what they do around WrestleMania time when they didn't write the correct storylines to get things in place. So now they're like, well, they all need to be on the show. So let's just put them together. And then we'll just take these three, Io and Bianca and Rhea, and we'll put them together, which is the dumbest shit. Now that is probably one of the worst moments of the week. This was worse than Moxley taking the nails in the back. At least that was entertaining for me, and him doing walking like he had to take a shit or something. And but like the Rhea Ripley coming out, taking the contract that doesn't have her name in it. If her contract doesn't have her name in it, how the hell is she writing her name and then making it official? It doesn't make any sense.
No, and whoever's writing this was the point at the end of this was to portray her as a stupid bitch because, her name wasn't on it. She grabbed the contract for two other people and she signed it, and then she's fighting, saying, "Oh no, I'm in the match." It's one of the dumbest. Quote me on this. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen in wrestling. I walked away from that like, what in the fuck are they doing? If you wanted a three-way between them, do something else like that. Absolutely made no sense.
Other than they painted themselves into a corner and now they're like, well, let's just all put them in this match.
But that's the way you do it with her signing a contract and being like, yeah, this is WrestleMania, point at the fucking sign shit. That is stupid.
Yeah. And the pointing at the sign stuff. Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
If you want to do it once a match, okay, once a brawl. The thing with Rollins and Punk and Reigns last night, they all pointed at it at different times, as if that was more important than kicking the shit out of your enemies. that doesn't make sense. I'm not liking how things aren't making sense.
A lot of that stuff, it's photo ops. It's okay. We got another one of Roman going like this, and we got another one of. It's annoying to the watching audience, though.
Do you need it all in the same show?
Yeah, can't you just use the same fucking pointing at the sign shit for your promotional crap?
I gotta make a thumbnail. My next thumbnail is just gonna be just this season, all of them pointing at the sign in all different directions.
Yeah.
Or just all pointing at maybe a hot dog. And they're just all gonna be like this. Yep. See?
Jesus
Genius
Christ.
ideas. More genius ideas, WWE. Imagine a whole poster of them pointing at one sign, and then you don't need them to do it anymore.
Yeah, just throw that one up online. They're all pointing at the fucking sign.
It's true, Paladin. It is.
It's the shits.
The shits.
The shits.
I get what they're doing. They're branding. They're blah, blah, blah. They're, keep reminding you of what's going to happen. Keep playing the same song over and over. But, take it easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Def Rebel came out with some new bangers, huh?
They did?
No.
Which
Just
one
like
did you like better? The, what's her name? Selena, who blocks me on X? Or did you like the Street Profits?
They were both garbage. Like they say they listen. They'll say that every once, couple of years. Yeah, we listen to the fans, and they do for like a month. But God, they are not listening to the fans right now at all.
Yep. You know who writes music, Sleaze?
Yeah, right.
Isn't that crazy? Album out now, DrHUGEshow.
Jeez.
Everywhere on the internet. That's right. I could make better bangers than that. And then you know what I would do? I would write all the instrumentals, and then I would make all the wrestlers do the vocals. Because anybody can sing now. You got auto-tune.
All right, I actually say, do you think this fits you? And ask for their input. Where this guy is making, repetitive bullshit and going, nope, that's her and that's him. And they go, okay. And they throw it out there and we all throw up in our laps.
I wonder what the process is with it. If they do the wrestlers actually have a say?
They used to.
Yeah.
I think it's such just a machine now that I think everything just gets processed. And right before they go out, like they go to Zelina and say, yeah, we just came up with this, go out. And she's like, yay. And she comes out like, what the fuck is this garbage?
Yeah, I would just go, here's a catalog. What do you like out of this? Does any of this fit your stuff?
Yeah.
That seems like it would make more sense, but yeah. Coach says, Sleaze, and you better apply for the writer's job. With the WWE this week, you have a lot of good ideas. Of course we do.
So where's the application? Where do we find this? You guys got to help.
Just go to WWE.com and scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll be able to figure it out.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Which thing that we have said in the last couple of months that we could quote?
Maybe the Alexa Bliss bringing wedgies back stuff.
Yes. John Cena eating babies, right?
Drew McIntyre,
right?
Cody Rhodes. What do you want to talk about? We can just get rid of that.
What do we want to talk about?
Oh, that's going.
If I go in the writer's room, you'll never say that again, Cody Rhodes.
Nope.
I don't care if the people like it.
Nope.
It's not what's best for business.
No.
It's what's best for cringe. That's what that is for.
What do we want to talk about?
Stinks.
We just need to make a list of all the cringy shit on all their shows and say, nope.
Yep.
Nope.
You're fired. As soon as I get there, you're fired.
What do we want to talk about?
I'll be like, I want to talk about Pat McAfee going away.
Yeah. Bringing back Corey Graves.
Yep. I'll be like, we'll need to tone down Karen Owens a little bit, maybe make him more of a tough guy, somebody that we may be scared of. I get the Weasel, deal, but he is also supposed to be a prize fighter. That doesn't make sense.
No.
Doesn't make sense.
No.
Where's Nia Jax? We'll have to find out where Nia Jax is here.
Yeah. Less makeup on the guys.
Yeah, Bronson Reed. When he comes back, we have plans for him.
Right.
Maybe give him some. We'll give him some adamantium ankles. in Alabama.
His singlet should just say Fritos.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yeah, yes. Be the best singlet in the business.
Yep.
We'll get Hulk Hogan back to manage the New Day.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. We'll send Rhea Ripley to AEW with Jason Voorhees. And that's what we're going to do. Oh, you're fired too.
Oh,
This kid's fired. And and then if we have any pull, we're going to make sure Tony Storm basically steals this gimmick forever.
yeah. And comes to WWE like big money.
And John Cena, you're cool. You're doing everything right. We're not going to talk to you at all. I don't really care to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get buried. He's been there longer.
This is everything that I think people want, you know?
Yeah. We would have fixed a ton of stuff right there just in the first day. We'll be like Trump up in that bitch. We'll be like, yeah, that's gone. Yeah, that department's gone.
Yep.
Kick everybody else out of the writer's room. You're all fired. Don't need you.
You'll be the Trump. I'll be the Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You know?
Tech support guy.
Right.
And you'll just walk around with that headset on and the mic that doesn't work.
Yep. I'm taking away water coolers to save money.
Mm-hmm.
Useless people, I'm just firing.
Nice. That's because that's how it would work, right? Careful. I'm in love with Nia Jax. Williams says, whoa. Is this your face then? Or that's on on her gun region? Was that really you?
That's William.
Maybe he's pressed up against it or something one day.
Wow.
He's like, nice to meet you. And then he slammed his face right into the gun.
No, we like Nia.
Of course.
She's one of the better things to watch in the women's division.
Yep. She used to like all my tweets when she was NXT.
Yeah.
I was this close to courting her, William. Right. I almost beat you.
Yeah.
But you probably have a better chance now that I keep showing that picture, you know? And that's right. We get free beers from Hogan. How about this for a spot? Hogan comes out, throws a bunch of beers to Hogan, to Stone Cold. Yeah, not Hogan. He can't throw beers to himself. Well, unless he was juggling them. Yeah, we'll have Hogan come out juggling beers, and then he can throw them to Hogan. And what the fuck? What's going on today?
It's that daylight savings.
It really is. It's like my mind is not working at 100% right now. Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then Stone Cold's going to get Hogan in the ring and stun him and all the rest. And then I think everybody would be happy with that. He'll do this over him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big plans, guys.
Yep. Iron Sheik didn't like Hulk Hogan. Who else?
Nobody likes Hogan.
No, there's like a compilation that's like 8 hours long of just people shitting on Hulk Hogan after their careers were over.
Yeah. Seth Rollins, fucking every chance he gets, he shits on Hogan.
Really? And he never even worked with him.
Yeah, but he still shits on him.
Like, I get the old timers being like, yeah, this and that, but like, okay. All right, Seth Rollins. You know what? Yep.
Can I make a suggestion, President Huge? We got to tell Seth Rollins cut the shit with all the costumes. I think we're done.
Been saying that for quite some time. Ever since I came back doing this show again. That whole thing is over. I get keeping the singing because the fans are doing it. Even though I don't like it and I think it's old and it's played out, it fits. All right, but the whole costume deal. I mean, CM Punk came out and called him Grimace again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you look stupid.
Yeah. There's nobody online that's saying every time he comes out, and it gets more elaborate with the pay-per-views or PLEs. Nobody's like saying, oh my God, did you see what Seth Rollins was wearing in a positive way? Nobody is, and every single person they put him with makes fun of his stupid outfits. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're just catering to his fucking weirdness or what, but stop. You got to stop it.
Yep. Seth cosplay Rollins, everybody.
But it's not even good cosplay. It's weird shit.
Yeah. Mugatu from Zoolander.
Yeah.
Then you got this Becky Lynch. She does the same thing, big puffy, pink jackets and huge sunglasses and the whole deal. It's like they are both so cringe with that. It's like, stop it. I get what you're doing. It's almost like we don't really have our gimmick is we're gonna dress crazy. Oh, look at us.
They're both better than that. Like if you had a mid-carder or somebody that's coming in, they want to do that, that's fine. That's Seth Rollins. Don't take off the dresses and the stupid platform shoes and your fucking sunglasses, and you could do all your weird shit when you walk in the ring and the ha-has and all that.
Still be yourself.
Yeah, be the exact same character. Just get rid of that crap.
Yep. What if he hardened the look back to like a Shield type look? Like just literally come out in a black t-shirt and black pants, the cargo pants or whatever, and boots. That's it.
Yeah, leather jacket, something.
Hair pulled back because you actually don't want to, get your hair all over the place.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. So, no more Seth cosplay Rollins, please.
Right. No.
But other than that, again, last night, he cut the best promo out of the three of their megastars that the WWE have. Between Punk, Reigns, and Rollins, Rollins always brings it. And if he's put in a good storyline, he's, in my opinion, in my expert opinion here, he's the best wrestler in the world. If you're going to go promo, matches, backstage dealings and things, the way he does everything, he's really the best.
Yeah. But what takes you away from it is he dresses up like a futuristic pimp.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I try like hell to take him serious, but then he's got these fucking, bee-looking sunglasses on with these friggin' outfits. And you can't get into it 100%. It's so fucking distracting.
Yeah. Yep. And then when you start to see other guys come out, like CM Punk just wearing, a cut-off T-shirt or whatever, it's like, that's the man of the people coming in to talk to this dipshit.
Yeah.
That's the optics.
Yeah. And this is all Seth Rollins' idea. I don't think somebody said, hey, you should start wearing some stupid shit. I think it was him with Becky, and they looked in their closet, and they combined some shit, and I look weird, and you look weird. But somebody needs to tell him, like, we need you to stop doing this.
That somebody could be us.
Could be.
Again, first day, be like, no more of the funny outfits.
No.
You can send all your costumes back to the headquarters. Save money that way. And, start wearing some, like, normal clothes.
Yeah, send them to those places, those factories they go in to look for old shit on those shows, and the experience place in Saudi Arabia. So put all 375,000 fucking dresses you have over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he plays too much cyberpunk, like Paladin says.
Yeah,
sure.
that's when was that a thing? Like fucking 10 years ago? It's not a thing now.
Remember, people in the future are supposed to dress like that, Sleaze.
Oh, thank God I'll be dead soon.
Yeah. The one thing he's got going for him, he got those purple Jordan 12s that the Judgment Day used to wear, and he wears those during matches now too. His match outfits, his actual gear, some of the best.
Yeah. Just go with that. When he used to come out and he had like matching jackets, normal jackets to his ring gear and all that stuff, or the zip up little vests and shit, that was fine. It's this over the top, I got a flower that's this big on my freaking shoulder bullshit.
Again, it just reminds me of Zoolander. It's so over the top and like
stupid,
homoerotic kind of.
Yeah,
it just makes me think like he probably is wearing lingerie under some of these outfits, right? I mean, he must be.
I don't.
J. Hoover style.
Oh God.
I mean, if he stole his girl's whole look, I mean, might as well go all the way with it, right?
I just always thought he was a man's man when he first came out,
Yeah. Get back to being a man's man. Grow some chest hair, Drew McIntyre. That was a big, thing for me with that Drew McIntyre. It's like he has chest hair, which means he's like better than half the roster.
Right.
Real man.
Eats red meat. Drinks dark beer.
I don't know if this guy has chest hair, but you know who else is a tough guy? This is the, you know what? This is the tough guy of the week, because I got to get the tweets from the Meltzer thing to do that next week.
Okay.
Yeah, send them to me or just remind me or something. But
right.
The tough guy of the week this week, Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, God, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually on my list of like 3.
And you heard this story, what happened?
Yeah.
Yep, so he got in a fight or was trying to get into it with people in the audience at a wrestling event, I think in Tijuana. And of course, chairs started getting thrown around. Some old lady got whacked in the head and had to go to the hospital from one of the chairs. What's so funny, Sleaze?
I'm sorry. That just adds to the fucking, he's a douche.
Yep. So yeah, it was just all basically a mini riot broke out because Alberto Del Rio, he saw somebody in the crowd. Maybe they said something, maybe they did something, or maybe he just snapped and he's like, "You're an enemy of mine," and now I'm whatever. I don't know, but Alberto Del Rio, congratulations to you. We haven't heard from you in a while. He's around here somewhere. I'm just going to start hitting some buttons. Let's see if we can find him.
A lot of people violate.
No, we don't want you. No, we got snoring. I forgot I had snoring on here. That's for Reezy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where this. There's Rust in Peace.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah, all right. I quit. Stop snoring.
You looking for the big nose, small dick?
Yes. It's around here somewhere. Again, I haven't been using the sampler like crazy this time around. But sure, let's just press some more buttons because it's fun.
Acknowledge me.
Okay, is there the acknowledge me's?
Acknowledge me.
COVID-19. I demand.
Oh, I love this one.
I demand vaccination to come immediately. Yes.
Yes. Love, he has like a Flavor Flav. This is that crazy I forget what his name is, but he looks like there might be a demon inside of him. He's creepy looking.
No more.
No more. No more.
No more.
No more.
No more.
Is finished. It is over.
Yes. It's finished. It's over. William says he's got more chest hair than Dutch Mantel. You do?
Holy shit.
I can't believe you, William. You were screaming at me this week for releasing an audio version of the podcast. And you're like, I'm going to go listen to Dutch Mantel.
Wow.
I said, you go do that. Go back to Dutch's gang.
Why did that piss him off so much?
Because he thought he was going to get to hear the greatest radio show of all time. And I get it.
Yeah.
I get mad like that sometimes when I don't get to hear my show.
Yeah. Directly after the show, I listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Everybody should. Get retweeting and subscribing, everybody. What's your problem? 31 people. What time is it? I think everybody's slow today. It's 3:11 o'clock in East Coast time. Normal people time.
They got that daylight savings lag shit.
Yep. They get here sooner. I don't want to do this all night.
Yeah, do some bumps. Do some bumps or something. Get excited. Drink some coffee.
Where's a pen? I need a pen. Oh, damn it. One pen.
All right. When we get a job at WWE, we need an assistant.
Yeah.
So we don't need to deal with shit like this.
Just hold pens and things. Make it you know what? Send me to NXT, please, WWE, because I know you're gonna hire. So I would like to go to NXT. You can keep the Sleaze in Stamford. I don't care what you do with him, but I want to go to NXT and I want to be around all hot chicks. And I don't need the Sleaze over there trying to get hot chicks with me.
Yeah.
I want them all for myself, like Eric the Midget.
Yeah. I'm too pretty.
Give me thumbs up in the chat. Give me thumbs up, everybody in the world. 31 still. See, nobody shared it. Get sharing, guys. Don't make me keep asking.
All right, I'm going to have to do it. Now that I got new technology, I can share it.
Yep.
See what you guys have created?
I'm always good for 2 likes, me and the Sleaze.
Yeah.
Killing it. And TikTok's suppressing us. Everybody's suppressing us. Nobody wants to hit the buttons. God, I'm gonna have to go to WWE. This job isn't working out, folks. What else is happening here? Rey Fenix. He's coming back. He just got signed by WWE.
Yeah, and obviously he's part of the Illuminati.
Yep. Of course. It's where he got his mask from. Him and Pentagon Jr. God, he changed his name so many times. Now it's just Penta. But we all know what that means, right? From pentagram. Satan himself. So, yeah, him and Rey Fenix, part of the Illuminati.
The news is, though, Penta's on Raw, but they're saying Phoenix is going to SmackDown.
That's so they can control it all mystically, all from both sides.
Yes, like my hands disappearing.
Yep, so there'll be a tag team sooner or later, I'm sure. They'll probably experiment and then put one, as like a, here's Rey Fenix and without his brother, and then eventually they'll just put them together.
Yeah. I don't. Well, Penta's really hot right now. You don't want to mess anything up with that. So, I get it.
All right. What else do I have here? I got so much. I'm like overwhelmed without this pen. Tony Hinchcliffe is going to be doing a roast, I guess, after WrestleMania Sunday.
Yeah, and is it not televised? Is that what I'm hearing?
It's going to be on Netflix, I would think, just like the Tom Brady roast.
I'm confused because some people are saying it's not.
Yeah,
that it's
maybe
just
not.
going to be like a live event thing, which I find is really stupid.
If they don't televise it, why am I talking about this?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm right or wrong.
Hopefully you're wrong, because I love roasts. I love roast comedy. And do you think that not only, maybe they won't televise it because I think the fans are such dumb fucks.
Yeah.
Like that they don't understand comedy to the point where they just get upset, like, oh, he said a Puerto Rican joke. Oh. And I'm not even a Tony Hinchcliffe fan. It's just in respect to comedy. It's like, you're really going to cry about jokes? Even if it's a bad joke, you can be like, all right, if you consider like a joke racist or whatever, you have to think first, is he trying to be funny? You can't just go, oh, that's racist.
Yeah.
But
I think if they don't televise it, it's because of that. They're afraid to get their butt hurt. And, people are just, I would love it. I think once we get a job, I think next year we should be roasters.
That's right.
Because that's what we do every single week. I mean, that's our shit.
Bring up my board and do some John Cena drops.
John Cena recognize
for the whole stadium of people.
Oh.
And then Tony Hinchcliffe will be like, I don't think that's funny. Because he talks like this.
Yeah, fucking annoying.
Sounds like the alien from American Dad.
So is it just like I don't get what they're doing? Is it just him roasting?
No, I'm sure it's a whole line. They have a dais and all this, so I'm sure they'll put some wrestlers in it. Will the wrestlers understand what's going on? Because I think a lot of them are such. I don't know. It's like anybody under 30 these days. I'm kind of leery of as far as like, do you get what's happening right now?
Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of, too.
Just spell everything out for everybody and be like, this is a work of comedy, so there's nothing to really get offended by. And if you're offended, just don't watch it.
What they should do as the panel, they should bring back people that left WWE and talk shit like Ryback, fucking Dean Ambrose, all the people that are like still talking shit. Maybe even a Chris Jericho. He can be funny.
Oh, my God.
And they should just shit on the company. That's the roast I want to see.
It would never happen in a million years.
What do you laugh at, face? Shut your mouth.
Yeah. That's what Jericho would say up there.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing at his stuff. Yep. I don't know. It's going to be good. That's all I would think. Because like I said, even a bad roast is good or bad comedy. Because it's stand-up, it should be live, even though a lot of this stuff, the roasts these days are all edited. If you mess up a joke, good. If you mess up in wrestling, good. It's like This is a part of the reason why I'm watching. You know, like watching NASCAR, you kind of waiting for some crashes to happen. So
I don't think it's going to be great, but I think it's going to be either good or a fucking total train wreck. Yeah. Which either way, I'm going to enjoy.
Yep. But Tony Hinchcliffe, again, another one of these Joe Rogan guys. Is Theo Vaughn really that funny to you, Sleaze?
No, absolutely not. I don't even think I've chuckled during one of his jokes. Like,
seriously. How are these people famous?
He has a podcast too, and it's terrible.
It's just if you're friends with Joe Rogan, you're like famous?
Apparently so.
Wow. I mean, I gotta stop goofing on him then. You gotta be buddies.
Yeah. Gotta be part of the clique.
It's crazy, these guys I see on podcasts these days. They all have everybody's sitting on couches. Tell you, these, as soon as I see a couch in a live stream podcast deal, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
They're all lounging. It sucks. It's the worst thing in the world.
It's the shits.
And then vice versa. And then you got Pat McAfee on the flip side, standing up.
Yeah.
The whole time. All right.
I get it. Fucking terrible.
How about this? I got a match of the week. First time I even thought to write this down. And it's such a random thing. I'm watching NXT this week, and we have the Don's family, go against The Calling, which is like a new group that's formed with Sean Spears. And go watch it if you're like into like wrestling matches. It's the best mixed tag. You know, there's 2 guys and 1 girl on each team. And it was just fast paced, and it was good. Everything landed. They fucking killed it. And that's what I've been noticing with this wrestling lately too. It's all levels. They're all trying like their hardest, which they should. Meaning like they're acting like a lot of these matches, as soon as they get any TV time, it's like they're in a pay-per-view. And that's how it should be. Because there's so many spots to be taken, like your spot could be taken by anybody. There's so many people in wrestling now that you need to like go above and beyond and really hone this craft into where you're like you really are a professional, and they're doing it.
Yeah, for a while there wasn't enough competition like backstage, and that's what used to drive wrestling that we grew up with, because everybody was trying to get that top spot. If you were a tag team, you're mid card. If you were one of the main event guys, like everybody was trying to do that. And it seems like it's going back to that because the industry is getting so saturated with talent. Like there is way more talent nowadays than I can remember,
Yeah. Like the War Raider matches, or what do they call themselves? Are they War Raiders? Yes.
Yeah.
And Street Profits last night might not be the most entertaining thing because, again, for me, I have to like really care about this stuff. But they're starting to try to at least make sense of like a tag team scene or the mid card scene, all the lower stuff. So I appreciate it, at least, because that was the stuff that was the worst of the worst when Vince was around, especially the last 10 years, because it was almost like he didn't care. He showed up and was like, "Oh, I want the main event like this, and I want like." The inner workings of the like real important stuff. I'm sure he had a hand in the other stuff too, but it was just, whatever. We'll just throw them together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I said it a while back too, that they weren't focusing enough on everybody below the main event. And it seems like they're slowly but surely doing that, especially the tag team. So it's getting better.
You hear Ripley's top popped off in Germany this week.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Not like Jackie, Miss Jackie back in the day. When she got her whole top snatched off, and it was like, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was flopping all over the place.
Yep. Nobody got to see Ripley's puppies, though. She covered up, fixed it up, got out of there. So
it's been a lot of that lately, and I think it's because they're jacking their friggin' tits up so much that one little move just gyrates the friggin' nipple out.
God, it must be so obnoxious to wrestle with the big fake BFTs that they got. Jeez. Yep. So, all right, I'm going to try to just talk to the children real quick and the old people that shouldn't be saying these words. But crash out, we got to stop saying that, everybody.
Yeah,
when there are new phrases and words these days, maybe it's just like a social media thing. It's just, I know like things like this have existed, like groovy, say in the 60s, but holy shit, it is, you guys are so cringe. Cringe is a good word because it's funny.
And it's true.
Like, yeah. So like, and it's quick and it's like boom, in and out. But like crashing out is just like, where'd you guys get this from? You probably got it from hip hop music, right? And now everybody's doing it. And it fucking sucks because it's just obnoxious to hear it. I'm crashing out and this and crashing out. Okay. Sure you are.
Yeah, they're just throwing shit together and making up fucking words. They don't even make sense. Like, I'm not saying we had the best sayings back in the day because some of them were fucking stupid, but you could say them and people would be like, okay, yeah. They're just putting fucking words together.
It's just every other year, it's like the whole capping thing and no cap thing. When that came, that peak of that came like a year or two ago, it was like, whoa, it was overwhelming because everything was capping or not capping. And now everything's crashing out. And it's like in a couple of years, it's going to be something else where everybody's just going to say the same thing. Okay.
Crashing out was when you went to like go to bed, right?
That was just crashing.
Oh.
I think crashing out I don't even know, but I'm just guessing, is probably taken from, again, rap music. And then that meant actually going on, like, I don't know, a murder spree, like a drive-by hit, crashing out like on somebody.
It doesn't even make sense. It's stupid.
So anyway, I just don't like it. It's 2 words. That's too much.
Yeah.
It's 1 word too many for like a catchy thing. It's stupid.
It's a thing, all right.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
You kids.
And I know you've seen the Cena promo. He broke up with everybody.
I loved it. I loved
have his hat.
Yeah.
Broke up.
I have a lot of takes on that. That was so perfect to me because everybody online's like, oh, he's going to come out and he's going to have, wearing all black and he's going to have new music. And he came out and said, fuck you guys. Like, you guys are assholes. I'm not giving you anything you want. I'm still coming out in this shit. I loved every second of that. That promo should have been done right after he turned on Cody Rhodes. Then it would have been a Hulk Hogan level fucking heel turn. That would have been something.
Yep. There are people like Eric Bischoff out there that they think that he should just do it slowly. And it's like, no. We got enough slow stuff going on.
Yeah.
We need some big over-the-top moments here and there that we can point to in history and not just forget about because it was dripped out for eternity.
Right.
So, yeah. It was a great promo. The breaking up of the crowd when they showed that kid there just standing there. It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Yep.
And what's great too, like that we're going to be writers soon, is what we should write going forward is, so the big, bullet point was that Cody Rhodes said, you're a whiny bitch and all this stuff. So I think Cena should come back next week, which I think he's going to be on Raw. And he should just bring up all of Cody's past. Like, you felt like you were better and you weren't. So then you had to leave and then you started shit talking. Who's the whiny bitch? That should be the point going into this next Raw.
Yep. I think it will work too. And I think long term as well, what's best for business is, since this is Cena's last year, I mean, they're selling merch that says it. Going into SummerSlam, he actually becomes an ally of Cody Rhodes somehow, and then takes on The Rock.
Right.
And then The Rock and Cena can have a match, and say The Rock wins because he's the final boss. Yeah.
Because they even planted the seeds of Cena turning back, because it was the whole and Cody did a good job actually in this one. He actually did. He came out and he contradicted everything that John said, saying, the fans were here for you and you were tough and you could take it. And you could see, and Cena's good acting now, he was portraying himself like, what, maybe for a little bit he's right. Like, maybe I am overreacting a little bit.
Yeah.
So the whole segment was probably the best segment in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Because there's no way he leaves the business as a heel. There's just no way it's happening.
No. And to turn him back, he has to beat somebody like The Rock that has history, that can have that whole thing.
Yep. And who do you think, is there going to be a third guy in this group? Because it can't be Travis Scott.
God, no. I hope not.
If it's Travis Scott this whole time and nobody else shows up or another wrestler joins them, then what the hell?
I don't know who they would do, you know. I think like the obvious ones are like a Randy Orton or somebody like that, you know, rivaled Cena. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Drew McIntyre's the name that just keeps getting thrown out there.
Yeah. I mean, considering his lackluster, you know, build up with Damian Priest, I mean, maybe that is a thing.
Yeah, the best thing that has come from that is from last night when he attacked him from behind.
Yeah, that was good.
And then he actually punched him in the face because he wasn't covering up.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell Drew McIntyre wants to make this into something.
He does. And it's sad because Damian Priest is trying too. It's just, for some reason, nobody is latching on to him.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's that Terror Twin horse shit, and he just lingered with the Judgment Day a little too long. Because he got that stank on him, because now they're like a job squad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, they had one good week last week. They all won a bunch of matches. I think because WWE started to notice, too, like, oh, my God, these guys are losing all the time.
Yeah.
Like, they can't even cheat right.
And it's sad, too, because I like Finn, and I think he's doing a good job as a heel, but the whole collective is just... Bleh.
Except for Liv. Liv is just money.
Well, yeah, Liv is Liv. I mean, she's doing the best work she's done so far in her career, I think.
And you don't even think of her as, I don't anyway, as thinking of her being a part of the Judgment Day most of the time.
No. Mm-hmm. Just like a hang around.
Yeah. Her and Raquel there, they remind me of like two like Motley Crue groupies. The one wise ass one and the one tough one.
Yeah.
Raquel
too. I think Raquel's doing great, but they need to get them out of there. It's to, blow up the Judgment Day or introduce something else, but something's got to change.
We got Street Profits. They're new champs. Mm-hmm. Maybe we did talk about them a little bit, but again, they're doing something with these tag titles. At least having the Street Profits is good guys. The new music, I don't know about that, but. Yeah, as far as going forward, they do put on good matches. We're gonna need some more storyline there. I mean, you got 3 hours on SmackDown, so figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You can't just be like AEW and just throw these guys out every single week. Because no matter how good their matches are, you got nothing behind it, like we say.
Yeah.
Hire us. It's not going to make anything entertaining.
Mm-hmm. One thing that's really been upsetting me is this Ricochet is out here. Starts wearing glasses. The ones that I used to wear, almost identical to the ones when we did the first shows. But now he's doing the hat backwards deal. And it doesn't even look good. Like he's using like a regular, one of these white guy hats and turning it backwards. And it's all like bunched. It looks, I don't know. What are you going to go farming or something?
You just get off the tractor?
And then with a suit, it just doesn't make any sense.
No.
So cut it out, Ricochet. I see what you're doing out here.
No, that's why right when I saw it, I sent you a message. Like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, my God. Twitch is so much worse than TikTok, even though TikTok suspended me. It's like so much worse. Like nobody's on Twitch anymore. And they're the ones that said I was sexually themed for putting a picture up in the background. It wasn't even anybody naked.
Yeah, no.
Crazy.
Twitch has always been weird like that. You can either like see somebody show their tits or they freak out. It's make up your mind. It's either I can or I can't.
But man, I mean, again, these platforms are not helping us. So the people watching, you're the ones that have to do it. Okay,
right.
You got to hit the buttons. They're not putting us over at all. I just put up a video from last night, right? And this is what I'm told. You need a new channel. You need a new channel. Everybody's telling me over and over. I'm like, fine. I finally make a new channel. I put 4 videos up, one a day, like this week, and I got 3 subscribers, one being me, one being probably the sleaze, right?
Yeah.
Not even all my people that come on my show subscribe. So I got 3 subscribers. I put out a video last night. It gets 4 views and 3 likes. I'm like, well, am I just wasting my time? I guess I'm just wasting my time with all this shit.
People are fucking lazy.
It's rough. And then this other guy's like, I don't know. I started a new channel. I put a video out and I got like 1,000 views already. And I'm blah, blah, blah. And 100 people a day subscribing. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing? What are we missing here? What are we missing?
And I've heard, here's a little tidbit for everybody, because I kind of researched this stuff to be like, why isn't it working how it used to? And there's all these little, they're like, well, you got to do the tags and you got to do this. I'm like, I'm doing all this. Yeah. I've been doing all this. Is like my Google all wrapped up in one thing and they're just going to suppress the whole shit even if I make a new one? I'm trying to figure out how this works. Look, Paladin's the 3rd subscriber.
Yeah, it's us 3.
Yep, just us 3.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe older people watch us and they just don't get it. The kids seem to get it, but then they don't show my videos to kids, even with my album, which made no sense. I took out advertising for this on Google, on YouTube, to show off the channel. Maybe some people would see my music, that I spent all this time writing. And I looked at analytics one day and they wouldn't show it to anybody like under the age of 45.
Yeah. It's all demographics. And I was just saying this to my girl / producer / everything. I like just sending the shit out all the time now is so much different than it used to be. It used to be so much easier. And especially if you're dealing with different formats, you can do certain things on one, but you can't on another. And then you have to post it this way on another, but you have to post it this way on another. It's very, I know they're all different companies and shit and all that, and they have different ways of doing things, but God, is it difficult.
Or it's like, okay, so how do I build up a YouTube? I make the videos, I put them out there. YouTube doesn't show them to anybody. Okay, so I try to promote on social media, right? That's where everybody promotes anything that they're doing. But then I'm told, like on X, like, oh, you're going to be suppressed because you're using a link from something else. And you're taking people off of our site, which makes sense. But also at the same time, it's saying, like, what's your fucking purpose then?
Yeah.
If I can't go, hey, I'm over here now and I'm over here now or whatever. And they're like, no, you can only tell people about the things you're doing here. But even that, it doesn't work a lot of the times. Remember on X, I would do a video and they would just turn it into a link and nobody would actually see the video.
Yeah.
It's all frustrating, probably really boring to listen to, but what the fuck? What else am I going to talk about? More wrestling stuff? How about I probably just not do this anymore? Because they're not showing it to anybody, so it's like if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yeah. That's what we're going through.
That's all.
Yeah, it's odd. It's very odd. It's almost like the people from X are like, well, we want you to share it this way. But if you want to get it from Facebook and you want to put it over here, oh, no, because that's not our company. So we're going to make it extremely hard for you to do it there or from there. It's annoying. I used to complain about this all the time with Periscope, and Periscope was never this bad. They were stealing from me, but they weren't like this bad, where they would show my stuff to people. People would actually find me there. Now it's like I go on YouTube and it's like there's nothing. And yeah, everything's all AI thumbnails. And then when you click on the thumbnail or watch any of these vids, it's words on a screen and a bunch of AI video in the background that's all chopped up and goes from thing to thing to thing, where somebody's like narrating under a phony voice. Everything's going to hell. And they'll have hundreds of thousands of views on those videos.
Maybe I should just start doing that and just make AI content, and then I don't even deal with this at all or anybody at all, and everybody watches it. It's crazy.
Or we need to go back to college or some shit. Take a course on this because it's so fucking complicated now. You can't just link shit all together. Remember back in the day, we would have one program that would take everything and literally do it at the peak moments, and then just, you didn't have to do anything. You set it up once. It would go out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You were done. You can't do that anymore. Or can you? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, everything's AI now. I was telling everybody this is the year that I think we're going into full just AI mode, and people won't even know it. I bet. It won't be like super obvious. Like there's not going to be some explosion that happens. Everybody can point to and go, "Oh, this is happening now." It's just slowly but surely, people like us, real humans, are getting kind of nudged out of the way, and now you got like a 13-year-old that just has 1,000 channels that all get 500,000 views or subscribers each, and they just pump out horse shit.
Yeah.
And they don't even have to do anything. I know some of these kids.
Yeah.
They're like, what are you doing? You didn't make a new channel? And then I make a new channel and nothing happens. I'm like, but they're like, yeah, well, I don't know. It's working for me.
I have this kid. He started following me right when I made the TikTok for the show. And I want to say he's like 9, 10. This kid's got thousands of followers. And all he does is like walk around his house and tell you what he's doing. He's not playing video games. He's not, building shit. He's not opening shit. The kid is just walking around like, oh yeah, this is my fucking window.
And I've been on TikTok, an official TikTok with music. Got the little music symbols and all this stuff. And they shut down my lives. And I got 26 people on there. And I've been posting since like November or something?
Yeah.
And it's like, so do I just need to do live video of me walking around a house?
Apparently. Just point out stuff and be as uninteresting as you can.
Yeah. I don't, fuck, man.
You're too old for this shit.
Seriously, it's just, I'm not getting it anymore. It's like people want boring stuff, I guess. I mean, it's been pretty boring today. I'm not going to lie. This has been a really terrible show. Not the Sleaze's fault. This is my fault. I will take this one. The show today stinks, but it generally doesn't stink like this, And I think I have things prepared, and the clips I've been doing, I laugh at. I don't know. I'm a pretty harsh critic of myself. Nobody's going to be a harsher critic than me. If there are problems, I know it. You know what I mean? But come on.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody.
Like and share.
Exactly. Yeah. Like and share some more. I'll just say that over and over. But there are some podcasts that get ahead like that just by going my Patreon. Look at the people that pay for my Patreon. Do that over and over again.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, where's Alexa Bliss? You're right. Who cares about this real life boring stuff where we can't get over and nobody wants to help us or anything? Where's Alexa Bliss?
Yeah. Now she's been pulled from the experience or whatever. And then, of course, people online are like, oh, my God, she got pulled from Mania. It's like, no, you idiots. She got pulled from the meet and greet. But don't know why.
Maybe she's doing some sleep streams like Jeffrey Cross does.
I could do that.
Millions of views. You know who's done that before? That Stuttering John.
Yeah.
He literally has done streams before where he pretends to sleep. He lays in front of his laptop and goes and moves around every once in a while, and people are chatting, and they're sending him money, and then he comes on the next day and he would go, how stupid is everybody? They pay me to sleep. They watch me sleep. And then he'll do it like again the next month. You do it every once in a while. It's like, I don't really have anything to say, but I'll just lay here. So yeah, Jeffrey Cross, I'm telling you, not 1 million views, but maybe like 3,000 views and like $50.
Every time Reezy comes on, he falls asleep. So I don't see why we're not getting likes and shares.
Yep. Does one of these.
Yeah.
He must be so tired. He's probably like up all night, and then he comes on here and he's like,
He is, because I work nights, so I'll get home at like almost 1 o'clock, and he's raring to go on Twitter.
"Yep, we go live on the toilet. That's a good idea."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I said I gotta hope that TikTok lets me go live again because I'm misinformation.
So stupid.
I don't know what to do, everybody. I mean, you know what? I do have a Rumble account. So everybody go follow Dr. Huge Show on Rumble. Eventually, we'll be doing shows over there. They don't want us on regular internet. We're going to have to go to White Nationalist Central. Yeah.
Maybe we get clicks there.
Yeah, not because I want to go there, but, you know, that's like the only place I can, they'll let me, leave me alone.
Yeah.
So where's Danny? Danny has been with child.
Yes.
I think that's what they say. But no, he had a baby a few weeks ago. So he's doing baby things. He can't be dealing with this phony scripted wrestling business.
No.
Or any of me complaining about Pat McAfee and, you know, getting 0 views on every platform after doing hours of work every week. So he's doing that. He'll be back eventually, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm sure he's afraid because John Cena's back too, and he just had that baby.
Yeah, that's another one.
So,
yeah, it's a good reason to stay away because that John Cena.
He'll grab that baby. He'll fly to the UK. He doesn't.
Yeah. John Cena recognized.
He'll go way out of his way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fresh baby.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congrats to Danny. Yep. That's right. So, yeah, I mean, I got some other things here. Again, it feels like I got a fog in my brain today. Brain farts.
Mm.
Yeah, we got to fart harder, like AOC says, sleaze.
Yeah. Well, we need to make fart videos. Put them out there. See if that. Yep.
Now it's a wet one.
Yep.
Yeah, well, so we talked about the Purge. We talked about Tough Guys and Brock Lesnar coming back and Alexa Bliss. When she does come back, it will be with the Wyatts. We all know this.
Yeah. Bo Dallas just got cleared, so I'm sure they're thinking of something.
Yep. And then Goldberg. He's kind of upset with the WWE because they didn't really do anything with the Gunther stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, he kind of chalks it up to being a WCW guy. I don't know if that's actually the case, but he's like, look what they're doing with Sting and, the Lex Luger deal at the Hall of Fame. And so, I don't know.
But they haven't officially said anything about Sting. There's a lot of things online of people saying, yeah, this and Luger wants him, but there hasn't been anything official. And Goldberg always has thought, for some reason, that they really shit on him, even though they've handed him, especially his comeback, most recently. They gave him the fucking belt.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
And then Big E wants to take him on. How about that? Big E of all people, who's not even wrestling right now, but who knows? He probably will in the future.
Who has a bad neck, and we saw what he did to Bret Hart. So
right, yeah. Probably not the best idea, Big E.
No.
For a match early on. But Braun Breaker is a good one, and that's somebody that Goldberg mentioned. I mean, spear for spear.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I'd actually pay to see that if Goldberg goes to the Performance Center and pays attention.
Yeah, that'd be the perfect way to pass the torch.
Yeah.
Of that kind of character. And what else here? I got one thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Goldberg put out a video this week on I don't know if he has a farm or whatever, and he's pointing at the Brahma bulls, and he's like, "That's a Brahma bull," and the baby goat he's talking about, which John Cena has been called the goat recently. So I don't know if this is all some subliminal messaging to let us know that he wants to go after the final boss and wants to have some dealings with them, but I'm sure it's not. But hey, he did put it out there.
Keep him away from all that. No. Come on.
Yeah.
That day, he wants his retirement match. That's good. Like you said, a Gunther, Braun Breaker. That's good. But keep him away from all that shit. You're not that good, Goldberg. As much money as you drew and all that, you hurt people, and you're not a good wrestler.
Yeah. He should join the Hurt Syndicate then. That song would make all the sense in the world. We hurt people. And they just show him kicking Bret Hart in the head.
He comes out with a Bret Hart fucking shirt or jacket.
It says Bret Hurt. Not Bret Hart.
Bret Hurt. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's end it on that. I'm not talking about wrestling anymore. And then all the other news will just get me kicked off the internet. So
yeah, right.
Yep. So
God forbid.
Don't forget, everybody, Tuesday night, I'm going to have Grillo on from the Howard Stern Show. If you remember him, he from back in the day, he's one of the mega stars from there, just like Hansy. But Hansy was a caller. He actually worked with Stern. So I'm going to pick his brain about that Tuesday night. I may have some other shows during the week. And tomorrow I'm going to Gillette Stadium for the Patriots pre-draft draft.
Oh.
Or something like that. It's just like they all have podcasts there, and the Crafts put out a big spread of food and everything. So who knows? Maybe you'll see me online with some videos from there, some pictures and things of all your favorite New England Patriots, everybody. All kinds
there you
of
go.
Yep. So
that's a good time.
So that's all I got for everybody. Anything you want to say to the people before we leave?
My QR code is right there. That's all my links. Mm-hmm. Also check out Higher Love Creations. Does all the wonderful visuals that you see. And like and fucking share.
That's it. I mean, last week, what did we get to 160 or something?
Right.
This couldn't have been all TikTok. I know Twitch isn't giving me anything. I switched from TikTok to Twitch today. But 42, everybody. Maybe it's because it's the first day of spring.
Yeah.
We got some rough days ahead of us, I guess. We're going to have to figure this scheduling thing out. Man.
Wear your T-shirt tomorrow. Which one? He has a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's talking about the show one.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Yes. So I'll do that while I send my resume in. Or is that Monday? I'm going to do that Monday.
Monday.
But tomorrow, yes, I'll wear my shirt tomorrow. That makes sense.
Mm.
Yep. I've done that before. I go to concerts and things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gone to shows.
I get so much ass from it. So I remember. Yeah. I get all the chicks. It's definitely not older gentlemen just walking up to me going, "Hey, I know who you are."
Not at all.
Wow. No, that's not what happens. All right. Anyway, good game, Sleaze. Good job, everybody in the chat today. You helped out because you again, total shits today. I put in a LeBron James performance today. Just figured I was just gonna mail it in. But we did our best. That's all you can ask for. That's all I can do.
Our subpar is better than most.
Yeah. I stood up for you. Like Pat McAfee. I talked off camera for a little bit. All right. We'll talk to everybody later. Again, join me Tuesday night. Maybe I'll even do a show Monday night and talk wrestling with you. All right.